on inside the design studio. Let's hang out. Today we're making our dough bowl. This is from the Max resupply box that I received in January. I am going back and using some supplies that I had left over from another box. I added my own supplies, and I give you inspiration for your own boxes. So let me show you what's mine. Let me show you what came from Deco. So this gorgeous dough bowl, which is so much fun and unexpected in the box, came in. I'm not sure that I'm using these pieces, but I went back and pulled these from a past box, as well as this. My dough bowl is going on my table for Valentine's Day. I have this from the January box. Gorgeous. This is from my stash. It's a little bit of boxwood. The styrofoam box block is from my stash, right? Then I have two ribbons that were from a previous box, okay? They are from Deco. They were in another box, the Valentine theme box. This ribbon, they're all good, right? But this one has my heart. Then I might add in this ribbon because it matches. That's from my stash. And if we do go this route with all of this glitter, I will add in this white glitter that is also from my stash. However, I don't even know that it needs ribbon, okay? We just don't know till we get started. I'm designing this as we go with you. I'm gonna use my cutters. I do have my scissors and my glue gun. Nova, hush, that was me. No one's here. No one's here. We're not in danger. All right, I pulled 2 blocks in case we need it. And then I always use this drywall knife to cut my blocks. It is literally the best tip in the world. You're welcome. Just kidding, but no, it really is. It's the easiest way to cut. Now, I wish they do make these in half the size. However, this is the one my husband has had for years, so I just took it from him. But they sell one that is half this size, and I wish I had that. But then again, sometimes I cut big blocks of styrofoam, and this one is nice. So I don't know. You decide which size you want, but I think I could do with half of that most of the time. I hate the mess that this makes, but we need it. I'm gonna cut mine. I'm gonna cut it in half first. Okay. And then I'm gonna cut it in half again. You don't need that much styrofoam. Like, as much as you think you need about half of that. That was not a clean cut whatsoever. Whatsoever. And then I'm just gonna cut some off for the end. And that's all the styrofoam I'm gonna use in the center of my dough bowl. I'm just using that much. And you probably could just use this much. I actually think I'm going to use this one, not even using this one, because you can still fill it out and be perfectly fine. The more foam you have, the more you have to deal with it and get it covered and filled and all the things. All the things. I was going to make this for spring, but I really do need this for Valentine's Day. So it's just in time for Valentine's Day around here. So for me, I'm gonna start with this one. This was in the January box. Now, if you are ready for your own box, I am an affiliate for the box, and I will post my link down below. I would love for you to sign up under my link. It doesn't cost you anything additional, but it lets them know that I sent you over. And then you get to come back and create with me, because I come back and make projects with my boxes. Give you inspiration. If you already subscribe to a box under Mackenzie Cole, thank you so much. I appreciate you for supporting my business. And if you're not ready for a box and you just like to hang out, I appreciate you too. I appreciate you too. All right. It's okay, guys. The dogs are gonna lose it. Shh. Let me close the blinds, but it was just ice. It was just ice. It was just ice. Okay, we're back. My dogs lost their minds, and I did pull another greenery because I think I might need it. This is from the January box. The dogs lost their minds because we live in a really old farmhouse that has the A-frame roof. And so the second story, the ice just melted enough to all fall off, like a big chunk of it. And it came down in front of our window here. So they thought, you know, obviously that we were under attack. Sorry about that. All right, scared them to death. Well, it didn't scare them, it made them angry. They thought somebody was here. All right, where did I put the one I just made? I just made a perfect little bundle, and I feel like I left it somewhere when I was dealing with the dogs. I did. Where's my other bundle? Friends, we need all the bundles. I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't know. Anyway, I'd already done this. But I'm just wrapping that wire around my berries, right? I'm gonna clip that. And if that doesn't work, I always grab my bolt cutters, all right? And I'm gonna cut them down just a little bit more. And I'm gonna stick it straight in the end here. Okay. I left it up because I think under that I want this boxwood. I definitely think I want the boxwood under. So let's clip this and get this going in our project. I'm gonna clip every 2, I think. Yeah, I want that to go under there. Should have done this first. Ow. All right, so now we have our boxwood, then we have that on top. And that's what we need to do. So I'm gonna take 2 at a time, clip it. All right. I don't wanna burn myself again, so I will use these to get this into our project. I'm excited to have this for my table. We eat family dinner every night. We eat around the table every night. We have always eaten around the table as much as we could, even when our kids were incredibly busy. My friends always used to say, I don't understand how you have time to eat together. But for us, it was so important that if it was soccer season or whatever, I mean, we might eat dinner at 9 o'clock at night. And we didn't always. I mean, we ate out quite a bit during that time period and different things, but it was a huge priority. And if we had to eat at 8 or 9 o'clock during soccer season, then that's just what we did, so that we could all sit down at the table. It was important to us. We felt like it would create tradition enough in the family, and it was important to us that when our kids grew up that they were still close to us, independent. We wanted very independent young men, which we have, but close to their family, still have really strong family values. And so for Brian and I, that was part of it. We wanted to sit at the table with our kids and eat, and we still do that. We are a multi-generational household right now because we are all getting ready to build a family compound. And so we're all here so that we can oversee those builds and be close to the building process together in this house as a multi-generational household. And so we sit down, I mean, on the weekends, it's really not that rare for us to have 3 meals around the table a day, but we definitely sit down for breakfast and dinner. Now during the week, you know, when everyone's schedules is kind of different, I'm going to trim this one, I think. You don't know who's going to show up at the breakfast table, when, and all that kind of thing, but normally you're eating with someone. It's rare that you're eating alone, I'll put it that way. And I love that, and I want this for the center of that table. I'm excited about that. I'm excited about that. I love this around the base. I am loving this. I know this is the project everyone was waiting for, so I wanted to go ahead and knock it out. Everyone kept saying, when are you going to do your dough bowl? So, friends, I'm going to trim this and pop it down shorter. I didn't like the way it was laid. If you don't like something, this is your project, change it. That's what you're going to learn about creating. If you don't like it, change it. Right then and there, don't wait. Don't try to live with it, just fix it. We'll glue this one back on. I don't know that that's where that came from. It's not going on too well. Let me trim this first and foremost. All right. I think it was here, rather. I think it was up here. So I'm just gluing that back on. I need my glasses. I'm obviously missing something here. There we go. Okay. Okay. Now I have these two little pieces. Do you see all of that? That would be the burns on my hand if I did not use these. Take your hot glue gun and go get all of your strings up. Once I'm on the spot. Okay? All of that would have burnt my hand. All right, that's why I use my pliers. We still have a few little pieces. And see, I don't think I like this guy hanging out that far. I think he also needs to be brought back. Okay. This one's going to go in the corner. I think it's strong enough to just push it in. And then we have another little one that will just pop up in the design around here. Falling apart, so I'm gonna glue it in really well. All right, and once that dries, it'll be fine. And maybe not. Let's clip it and find it a new home. Clipping it makes it just a little bit stronger. Picking up my glue strings. You can also put floral picks and pins on these, but I know I can get it in there. But a floral pick would have made it go a lot easier to take the time to do that, if you want to do that. Okay, here's our base. Basically like so. Now we get to go on with this fun things. I'm gonna take my sweater off. I'm hot. I'm always hot when I start designing. I don't know why I don't just give in and wear shorts and a t-shirt, because I get hot every single time. I want some of this beaded goodness there. Our little berries. There's little seeds, right? Twisting these together. I'll give them a trim. Okay. Love that. Gonna make another one, like the seeds on the front. This is eucalyptus. This was in the January box. I get the max box. Now they offer 4 boxes, which is insane to me, but they do. And that means that there's a box for every business budget. So you know how much is in your business budget each month. You know what you can spend on supplies, right? And you can go find the box that is best for your business budget. And then I'm gonna put that one there. Or let's go in there. And then you get your box in, which is super fun, because who does not love a subscription? I live for a subscription box. I just bent that over, okay? I need to have one over here. Look at all my pieces so I can see what I have here. Have some bigger leaves and some smaller leaves. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 of that type of leaf particularly. Let's 1, 2, 3, 4 corners. Let's do 4 corners. So anyway, if you want to go down to my link below and see which box fits your budget, it's so much fun to get in a subscription. It is one of my love languages. I love subscription boxes. This one is for wreath makers, and you get supplies. It's a curated box of supplies. They go to market, they design this box for you each and every month. They plan it ahead, and there's several designers that work on these boxes. So you get the benefit of that. And so it's all kinds of different things, because it's not just one designer, right? And then you get to make projects adding in materials that you already have in your shop. And then you add them to your Etsy shop or however you sell your items, your home decor. And you also make a profit off of it. But then you get community, because you get to come hang out with all of us while we make our projects. It's just super fun. Super fun. In the beginning, I would just open my box and make my projects. And then I thought, I need to be doing this with my friends. This needs to be something we do with our friends. And then I started coming on very shortly after I started getting it and making my projects with all of you. And it's super fun. It's fun whether you get a box or not, right? It's just fun. It's one of my favorite series that we do each and every month. each and every month. We do lots of different types of series, but this is probably my favorite. Just putting these in each of the 4 corners. Or just keep building out that greenery. Okay. To give us a really nice base. That's not going to cut it. Put all that glue mess over there. All right. Love this one. Love that one. I'm going to tuck it in right here. And one last one. Now I did pull the greenery that I love so much from the January box. I'm obsessed with this greenery. In case we need it once we get all of our other things going, I'm obsessed with this one from the January box. How about y'all? Did y'all love it as much as I do? Because I'm obsessed. All right, I think what we'll do next is we need to decide. I think we're gonna go for it. I think we're going for the glitter. I wasn't sure, but I'm going for it. This was in last month's box, I want to say. It was in the Valentine box. So we have white, but we also have red. I'm trimming the entire stem. I can keep what I don't use if I don't use it all, but if we do, we do. All right, so just like the greenery, we're just gonna place some in the corners. Folding it back just a hair. And if you don't know what just a hair means, that's a southern term. That's a southern term for just a little bit. My family was telling me yesterday, they're like, you're talking more and more like your mom. My mom passed away a year and a few months ago, right before Christmas last year in September. And I am, like, her dialect and everything, she was very, very country. And for me, I feel like it's just getting stronger and stronger. Which makes, I'm fine with that. I'm happy with that. If I can be like my mom, how lucky would I be? But they said just yesterday, they're like, it's getting worse, Mom. It's getting worse. So, just a hair, cutting something just a hair is just an example of that. Tell me if you've ever heard that before. All right, I'm gonna put this one below. Now listen, if y'all are over on the YouTube, y'all need to come hang out. Y'all need to come hang out. I'll post my YouTube below, and I want y'all to come see me over there. A lot of my series, you guys, that y'all are trying to find over here, they're over there in full form. So there's no break. It's not video 1, 2, 3, and 4. They upload over there just fine. So you can watch the entire wreath in one sitting, or whatever the project is. So come check me out over there. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I don't know what is getting to her today. There's no one here. No one. I mean, we're all here, but there's no one that she doesn't know here. All right, we're just gonna keep putting these around. I love these little sprinkles of glitter. I'm actually loving it. Look how pretty it is. And they're very shimmery. Very shimmery. Before I keep going with those, I think I want to get these taller pieces in, and these will fill in around the bottom of these taller pieces. So this was also from the Valentine theme box, and I'm obsessed with it. I'm obsessed with the pink, the red, all of it. Just all of it. All of it. Look, it's just too good. All right, so this is going to be a taller piece to this, right? 1, I need 3, and that's exactly how many we have. 2, I gotta see, I need to see which one is the tallest, because the tallest will go in the center. It will be my centerpiece. Love these little kooky things. They might all be the same. I'm gonna say this one might actually be the tallest. They're about the same, which is good. Okay. It's going right in the center. Right in the center. Please do not burn me. It's just gonna sit right in that center. I don't like this piece, so it's coming off. Okay. This is gonna go down here on the end. And then I'm gonna have another one on this end, and that will be all 3 of those pieces. Look how cute. That pink and white and red. Love this. Now, when it's a little crazy like that right there, I do trim it. Me personally, I'll just pull it off or trim it. I like it a little cleaner when I'm trying to glue something. And I think it goes into your project easier. Could just be me, but that's how I feel about it. All right, now I'm trimming all of these tops off. I don't like them. They're all coming off. Okay. These are gonna be the final piece. These were also in the last box, and we're just gonna stick our hearts up through here. But I think I wanna finish up with these. I'm trimming the bottom so that we have something to actually go into our project. And it doesn't have to fight through those leaves on the bottom. Okay. Turning it around to the back because people do sit on both sides of our table, right? This has to be a 360 design. This corner needs a red piece. I just give them a little bend. They're all wired. All right. We have a couple of more pieces. Okay, friends, it's the wind. It's very windy. Trust me, there's no one here. We have a driveway alarm. We have all the things to know when someone's here, and it's no one, but it's very, very windy, and I think she's hearing things kind of blow around. So, we're back. I'm just finishing up this glitter pieces. Loving those because they match this. This is quite tall throughout here, so I am going to cut this up and I'm going to put it throughout that center, but it also pulls in this lighter color from this berry. So if you can see that lighter color on the berry, it pulls that in, and then it's going to soften this, okay? It's going to soften that up. So we are definitely going to cut this up and put some throughout that center. And we're keeping this tag because I need to go see if I can find some more for spring, because these are gorgeous. Very pretty. Don't know how many we need. I'm just going to trim them all. Right? If you haven't already, please share this video. It'll put it on your timeline when you make your project. It helps my business grow. It does a lot of different things. It's really important that you share. And these are just going down in between these little baubles to soften them up a bit. Right? It's just going to soften the look of that. Love it. I absolutely love it. I want another one here. It's exactly what it needed, friends. It needed the greenery to continue up with our glittered friends. We're going to put 3 across the back. It's exactly what it needed. I love it when a good plan comes together. Isn't it the best? After this, friends, our final piece will be those hearts. Now, if you used your hearts from last month, it is Valentine's season. You can easily find hearts. However, if you wanted to make this more of a spring design, you just trade out all the elements with a spring, more of a spring element, right? All right, I'm going to put this one down here. Not gonna waste a sprig, not a single sprig. And now, the last piece we're gonna put in are gorgeous hearts. So I need the tallest one. So here's the thing. I do need these a little bit longer. I need them to come up and out. Like for instance, that's gonna get lost. So we're gonna have to make some picks. This one's great. This one is great. It's long enough. I can get it down through my design. But I think I'm gonna have to make the other ones. This one I feel like is absolutely great. You can even like twirl a little bit of it, right? Down here on the end. I still want that just, I don't know, that kind of, it's fine. But I kind of want it a little bit longer. So let's make some picks. First of all, we can make one with this. Let me find my petal wire. Just gonna line that up. I'm gonna wire it on. we're just going to wire this up. That's not going anywhere. It's probably overkill. I'm just going to, no one should be putting their hands down in here, but I'm going to make sure that if they do, for whatever crazy reason, I just need to barely cut the tip off of this off, because I cut it at an angle so it goes in easier. And this one's going to come right out of this end. Okay, you can put the greenery in front of the stem you just made. It's that simple, friends. We have our first heart. I want a pink. We'll use this one. We'll use what we have, and then we'll have to go get some out. Oh, this is 2 actually. Let's see if I can get them apart. This is 3. This is a bunch. I have skewers that I could make these with, but all right, I'm just gonna get my skewers. That's too much work. I think I like these better because they're white. These are sucker sticks. They're called lolly sticks. You get them at Walmart. I think I like these for this because they're white. It matches the white that's already going on here anyway if they were a full-size pick. That's what we're going to go with. Get all this fuzz off. Okay. And let's get it wired. Now, if I was selling this, I would go back over this green wire with white floral tape. It's for me, and I'm not going to go to that extent for myself. I should, but I'm not. That one's going over there. This will go in the center because it's a different shade of pink, and this one will be the tallest, and these are just going to elevate up to that tallest and come back down. So that one just needs to be a little bit taller. So we do need to, we don't need to trim much, friends. And I'm going to trim it at an angle. It's at an angle. I don't know if you can see it at all, but it just helps it get into there a little bit easier. So let's see. Perfect. Now, because that is showing so much, I will 100% put the white tape around it because I can't stand that. It was too ugly, friends. We don't want that. Can't handle the green. Now, I don't have white wire. They may sell white wire. I have black. I'm actually probably sure they do sell white wire. I don't have any. But if you did, that would be the prime time to use it. But this is perfectly fine. Once it's covered the green color, this sticks to itself. So you just pull it around to stick to itself. And listen, you can do things to cover things up, okay? They aren't that big of a deal. Next, we need our very tallest, which we want that to be the hot pink. So it needs to just come right there. Let's try taping this on. I don't know that I feel comfortable with it, but I've twisted it around this stick. I can glue that. I actually think that would stay by itself. I actually do. It is. It's going to stay perfectly fine just like that. All right. We need to trim very, I don't even think we need to trim it, friends. I'm afraid to even trim it. Now, I should have cut these two at the same time with this, and then we wouldn't have had to even question. But we'll still get them the same size. I'm just thinking, there we go. Perfect. All right. Okay. Again, you can put all the things around it, and it does distract. It looks perfectly fine. All right, so see, we have 3, and we're gonna put 2 more, and we will be done, friends. You could go on for days. You could bring up some pink and red florals up behind these hearts. You could go on for days, or you can call it good. And we're gonna call it good after we get our hearts on. All right, this is the next one. We're just gonna trim very little, very little. And I think it's gonna match it perfectly because you don't have to push it in quite as far. If you don't need that to go down as far, you don't have to push it in as far. We want it to match that one over there in height. All right, we need to cut just a little bit more, just a hair. Once you pull it back out of the foam, you do have to re-glue it, 100%. There we go. And then we just need the other red heart. It barely needs to be elevated, but it's not quite tall enough. So we can cut quite a bit off of this. Twirl this guy around and glue it together. Still trimming. Ow, that glue, forgot it wasn't dry. That will shock you. Still needs to be trimmed. We'll get there. The side is making it taller for some reason. I don't know why it's so much different. It's actually perfect, so I'm not going to touch it again, and I didn't glue it, so I'm going to go down to the base and glue it because it is perfect. Okay, perfectly perfect. And that's it. That is our dough bowl from our January Max Resupply box. If you are ready for your box, you can go down to my link below. It is an affiliate link. It does not cost you anything additional, but I do earn a little thank you from that. See, I think it's super cute, and it's cute from both sides. I'm gonna put this on my table. I'm not selling this one, and this was a ton of fun. So if you're ready for your box, go down there, check out that affiliate link. If you sign up under me, I do get a thank you, but it doesn't cost you anything additional. You'll get a box on your front porch every month. You'll get super cool supplies. The majority of all of this came from the box. Actually, because we didn't go into the ribbons, the only thing that did not come into the box is the styrofoam block and the boxwood. That's it. The rest of this came in the box. Okay? So, I hope you enjoyed. I'm gonna go put this on my dining room table, and I will see you soon.